Alright, my friends, I gotta be honest, this morning when I loaded up this game after 5 months, that really put a smile on my face. Returning to you guys with some more Age of Darkness videos. Or video, let's just be not overly optimistic, because the last episode 5 months ago I said we're gonna be continuing soon, and then this is the soon. But man, it is good to be back, honestly. I have a few updates, technical updates for you guys, the returning viewers, and then we'll get into some strategy talk as well, because I went over the last episode. And I have some new ideas of what we're going to try out for 8.8x, as in to succeed with 8.8x. But first I need to address the, how should I put it, the technical issues that I've been running into in the last 2 episodes of Age of Darkness, which is simply that the recording simply crashed later down the line. And that was awkward. Luckily, we didn't win, because if we had won and that shit crashed, I probably would have sold the PC, to be honest. But I think I said this before, that would have been extremely bad. So instead of selling the PC, what I did is I actually pulled in a very old PC that I had lying around. It is actually a very old PC, and I set that up as a recording device. Now, it has been in use for the last couple of videos on the channel, which I want to talk about that as well. Anyways, so yeah, it's been in use. It works, nice. Haven't tested it on Age of Darkness, obviously, because I promise you guys I'm going to record every single attempt that I have. So this is the next attempt after 5 months, and I'm not sure if this is going to work in terms of recording. Theoretically, it should, because if you have an external device to record, then ultimately it doesn't matter what you are playing. If you can, if you can send that HDMI signal, then ultimately it doesn't matter, like, what's happening on the other side, because the recording piece is just going to capture that signal and that's it. So I'm kind of, what is the best term for this? Faithful. That's a stupid way to put it. Hopeful. Yeah, I think that's the word. I'm very hopeful that this is actually going to work and we won't crash. If we are, then I honestly have no idea what I can do to solve this issue. But let's hope for the best, shall we? That this isn't gonna crash. Now, I did observe a little bit of lag from time to time in completely random games. Like, I'm not sure why that's actually happening. But I did some test recording with From Glory to Goo, which is a... You wouldn't necessarily call it like a graphics-intensive game if you look at it. And for some reason, that particular game started lagging on recording, and I'm not sure why that is. It's definitely on my end, but I wasn't able to figure out why that's happening. So if there are some random lags in the recording, I do apologize in advance. I'm not seeing those lags. I should probably point that out. So it's not like I'm also seeing that it's completely lagging all over the place. It's just when I rewatch the recorded footage, I realized that, oh shit, it's actually lagging. Okay, so we're gonna be trying this out. Horrible starting position, by the way. I just want to point out. Yeah, the stone-wise is good. It's actually very good stone-wise. I cannot complain about that, but we are surrounded by a bunch of assholes all over the place. So this needs some clearing. Let's just station a few guys over here. Or maybe it's too early to station. No, it's not, because we're about to put down some farms. Let's start with the edge of our little base. Okay, I mean, we have to start taking out these tougher dudes, hopefully without losing the heroes and such. Okay. Yeah, early game I really don't want to lose anyone, because everyone has a value to some extent, even the basic soldiers. Like holding during normal nights and then just having them as extra defense during the death nights is actually super important, so I don't want to lose anyone early on. I do want to clear this area. I don't want to push over here, because there we have a point of interest, and normally that means that there's a bunch of bad stuff hanging around the place. I think we're going to go with the farm over here, because we can expand our little house situation to the other side. Okay, now early on, now that is going to need some attention for sure, up top. I guess we're moving into the strategy part. Even though I didn't want to just yet. But things are picking up, so sure. Okay. So looking back at the previous episode, I feel like the biggest problem was something that I ran into a few times, which is just running all over the place with the main army. And by the time I get from one end of the base to the other end, the day is over, the in-game day is over. So ultimately, that is something I want to address. And one of the ideas is to simply try to use smaller packs of units to clearing out these basic positions. And by basic positions, I mean where we have enemies that are level 1. So like level 1 crawlers, level 1 spitters, level 1 whatever. And I feel like that's going to be a good approach. Because then we're not moving the... because then the main army can just go ahead and clear all the other positions that actually require a main army, right? Because in the last episode, we went to the Rebellion, you know, lots of amazing units. Love playing the Rebellion, actually. And what ended up happening is that I moved all those hunters and a bunch of pikemen, and of course the 2 heroes just from one end of the base to another, just to clear out basically level 1 units. And at that point, level 1 units aren't really that... you know, you don't need an army like that to clear out level 1s. So that is why ultimately I say that that was a waste of time. And time is really the enemy when it comes to 8.8x, I feel like. Because of the death fog that constantly appears. Yeah, because in normal nightmare difficulty, and basically any nightmare difficulty where you don't have that modifier enabled, you can just clear during the nights and time isn't going to be that awkward. I'm not going to put down a... No. I'm not going to put down a quarry just yet because I feel like we can place it a little bit further and that will be better. Let's put down a few houses. I don't want to overdo the dwellings, honestly, in the early game. I just want to get to the keep upgrade, and the reason being is, you know, 1 dwelling gives you 6 gold. Now the keep upgrade will give you 100. You can do the math on that. I think it's like, yeah, like that's like 16 dwellings worth of gold, and that's actually even less, 16 dwellings worth of gold. So so yeah, I definitely want to pop this first to get the extra 100 gold in, and then we can just move on to the wood workshop, and then get the... what are those called? Shit, I even forgot. Yeah, this is the problem, I always forget. We have dwellings, and then we have lodges, yes, and then we have houses in the end. So that is ultimately what I'm going to just switch around in the early game tactics, is to not spam a bunch of dwellings, but rather focus on upgrades first, and then scale up once we have the necessary upgrades. And by upgrades, I mean the keep upgrade and then the lodge upgrade. Okay, now this is really a shitty position, but it's easy to defend. And it's also nice to see that we have some iron. I'm not sure what's up with the cursor, because I'm pretty sure this is the default Windows cursor, not the Age of Darkness cursor, I just realized. Completely irrelevant, by the way. I just want to ramble about something. Because believe it or not, when I return to recording, the biggest difficulty for me, particularly, is getting back into speaking in English. Not necessarily the games. Holy fucking... Is that actually open down there? Wow, didn't even realize before. Okay, hold on, hold that thought about English. But yeah, that is by far like the biggest difficulty ultimately, is just speaking English while playing. Okay, perfect. Nice, we can immediately put down the wood workshop. I'm going to put that right there just to be on the edge of blocking ourselves and everything ending horribly. And then I think we can even move into another lumber camp just to safeguard our lumber situation. So this is going to be the biggest one over there. Okay, and then... And now this is when I'm going to get back into building a bunch of dwellings and then ultimately upgrading those to lodges. Yes. Was there always this many axemen and spearmen and all that shit in the early position, or I'm just extremely unlucky with this? Maybe it's the latter, probably. Okay. Okay, those guys are down, good. This is gonna be a nice spot. I always love grouping these dwellings in the early game in one position, hoping for a treasury to be put down, and then I never end up putting down a treasury at all. Yeah. Okay, now our stone income is actually the only thing that we have very much going for us. Which also means that we can immediately pop momentum 1, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. If we had the Volitist right now, we would be going crazy on these guys. That one Volitist episode I did on 8.8x, titled The Ultimate Duo, that was so much fun. The reason I'm going with the order right now, because I am the worst with the order. So I feel like if we can get some good strategies going with the order, I don't necessarily mean winning, I just mean making good progress. Then, and good progress is not being blocked by so much resources, not spending those resources. So if you can get a good strategy going and some good progress, like at this point, you know, once again, having skipped out on 5 months of Age of Darkness, it's kind of relative what good progress means, but I guess I'm aiming for Death Knight number 3 currently. That I feel like is a good metric just to get back into things, and hopefully I can do some more recording in the future. But yeah, I think 5 months ago, yeah, I wasn't blocked this much by the goddamn job I have currently, so that's also kind of an update. But maybe I was. Is that even possible? I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Okay. I just go for choke points. These are level 2s, kind of awkward. I can immediately put, but we are going to go with the lodge, because I said we're going to focus on eco. Okay, let's just chill over here. Let's send the 2 heroes back, and then immediately to that position up top. Kind of expanded a little bit further than I wanted to. And then, of course, that is also a question, whether they're going to be pushing this. We can see that these 2 are not connected. That can be a little bit awkward in the future. I'm a soldier. Yeah, this is not a good mix, having a soldier and an archer. You want a pikeman and then something mixed in with those guys. Maybe 2 heroes up top is kind of ambitious, but yeah, let's go with that. Holy shit, we could even go with the storage. Not sure if the early keep upgrade did this boosting, but I feel like we're doing very good on eco. Especially if you consider we could also start putting down training call and then some more pikemen immediately. Plus we can also, holy shit, we can also get the upgrade for archers, which I don't want just yet. Like I said, I want to focus on eco first. This is a nice position. It would also be a nice position for a storage. But I feel like food-wise we're going to be in a bit of a trouble, because this is ultimately the only position we can kind of easily clear. Yeah, plus we also cannot upgrade these guys without any food. So might as well. This is definitely going to be a storage. Hopefully we can fit a storage over here. And then I don't want to put a storage over here, although that would be amazing. Okay. We just have a lonely archer over there. Yeah, so they are pushing from over here. I feel like this is definitely going to be a tree line, so I'm not too concerned about that. How do we have so much resources, bro? What did I do? Okay, this is actually getting interesting. Like, what did I do so different that, holy shit, I'm about to be maxed out on resources again?
Upgrade complete.
I mean, I definitely did something insanely different this time around. Let's put down training call. What in the world did I do? Okay, I need to analyze this. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a food hut, because we need the food. Even though, like I said, that would have been a nice position for a storage. But I mean, this is good enough. Plus it's a 12 stone instead of a 6 stone that's going to be boosted. Something over here might be nice if we can get some food situations going in these locations. Maybe. Okay, now if the first Death Knight is going to come from up top, then yeah, we need to clear it. That's it. Plus we might have some additional pikemen. We can even put down a storage. Should we go? Yeah, absolutely. Economy above all. That's basically the situation. Yeah, and now we don't have much food for anything. Well, 1 pikeman is the only thing we can do. I mean, with all the money we have, we can probably even put down like a farm or something. And of course, the Death Knight is going to come from over here. Okay, now we're just gonna chill and wait for the Pestro waves to appear. So none of this is actually closed up.
Research complete.
Yeah, that was the fire sconce research. Okay. Good thing is we don't need that in base. There's the Pestro waves. Okay, perfect. Now we just need to pump out a bunch of pikemen, to be honest. Wood income is not the best. Can we improve it somehow? We could improve it with a 15 or an 18 and then a lot more up top. Okay, it's possible. So let's... I should have pulled down the blinds because I'm blind. Okay, so it's going to come at an angle. It's good to know. By angle, I thought, you know, they're going to come from down here, but that's not actually the case. Okay, so let's just Put down some wall pieces, which is going to aggro some units probably. Okay, now still have time. Yeah, I don't want to be contesting this location because that has level 2s. I want to take a peek at what we have over here. Ultimately, like, the biggest shit is the fact that we don't have any closed up area. That's at least a wood line, which is good. So wood lines are not getting shit on that much. Okay, nice. Do some clearing. Until we get some food, let's start building up our archer situation. Now this is going to be hell holding.
Hey, send me to battle.
Yeah, I mean, we can clear this a little bit. Here we don't really need to clear, we basically have everything we need, plus once we get some archers into these towers we can even snipe that pesky spitter. Holy shit, now we have a level 2 spitter over here.
I was born ready.
This is not good. Plus we have a lot of like these armor piercing units as well. We definitely don't want to lose anyone in these small skirmishes early on, that's for sure. With all these resources, I mean, we could have even put down like a second training hall. Not sure how crazy that would have been. Yeah, this area is going to be contested so much. We're going to be recovering for 10 minutes after the Death Knight, I feel like. Unless we spam out like a bunch of soldiers. I mean, this one emboldened, excuse me, this one emboldened soldier can probably hold this location. That's not actually that big of a wood line that I have anticipated. Yeah, wood-wise, could have done better. It's going to be blocked by wood. I thought we were going to be blocked by food, but that's not actually the case. Okay, a little bit over a minute, kind of screwed. Do we need both heroes? I don't think we need both heroes, honestly. We can pull down Edwin. A gold mine already, and then a bunch of level 2s. Very interesting. So that means ultimately we want to be pushing this area. Yes. Okay. Archers in the towers. Ooh, actually the cursor is not even changing to when I'm putting guys in the towers. Now that is going to be a problem. I might have to reload the game in that case. That's going to be super bad. If I kind of like track, you know. Whether I'm hovering over the correct position. Yes. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Maybe up top we can do some clearing. I would say this is cleared. Oops. Okay, well, we're just gonna do this. A little bit of reinforcement. Good thing is we have the fire sconce upgrade because we can burn these walls even if we need to. And I'm just realizing that we're missing an archer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, regardless of what happens, this opening was pretty good, I would say. I didn't utilize the resources the way I wanted to. Enemies do 25% extra damage to buildings, but how nice is that? Straight up, Death Knight number 1. That shit happening. Beautiful. I'm being sarcastic, of course. And what's also kind of crazy is we can might even go with momentum too. And this is exactly what I meant. That we have too big of an open position down here to hold with just one hero and then no extra units. So we do have to spam out a few normal soldiers and hope for the best. Well, I'm going to burn those. Maybe send Edwin. No, this is Merrick. Send Merrick over here. Park these guys over here. Okay. Or we can just, you know, queue up a bunch of spearmen. That is ultimately why we need the food currently. And then it doesn't really matter if we lose all these food huts. As a matter of fact, we could even replace those with farms if we really wanted to. But we're doing so good on resources. I'm genuinely shocked right now.
Research complete.
Okay, let's see. We can even pop momentum too. What in the world is going on? Maybe it's just the abundance of stone. That could be a possibility. Now, can a singular Edwin win against level 2 crawlers and a level 2 Level 2 spearmen.
Send me to battle.
Okay, you guys are targeting the strongest. I dearly hope so. Okay, you guys can just hold position. Let's hotkey this guy. Actually, you guys can just run a little bit back. Okay, now we can do some AoE with Merrick. Good. So we're targeting the strongest with the towers, and then we're doing AoE with all the other guys, and then hopefully we can take out the Elite Nightmare. Okay. Too bad I don't have the stun. Shouldn't have used that stun, honestly, for... Because think about his ability, is that it's better to be used as a stunning mechanism rather than just dealing a shit ton of AoE. Because that's what the spearmen are for. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure this was a lot sloppier than it used to be. But we survived. Okay.
You want something? Get on with it. What do we kill first?
So, let's see what's down here. A lot less. And we're extremely maxed on resources. God damn. Okay. Let's do a big focus on that. Now these guys are just gonna run back, repair the armor, and then just move out. Now this I don't want to move out. We could move up here, move out up here. You know, let's go extreme. Yeah, we're gonna go extreme eco. Let's see what we can do. Which is farms into right off the bat trade bazaars.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
the spear.
Nice. Maybe a storage over here. Can we fit it? I'm pretty sure we can.
Upgrade complete.
Without blocking ourselves, of course. Yes. I just wait for the army to pass. Perfect. More storage. Okay, now we can start clearing. Now this is not yet what I said that we're gonna be, you know, making these packs of units, because for that we actually need enough eco and enough production to actually make multiple units or a lot of units at the same time. We don't have that just yet, so I think we're sticking to the recovery phase down there. We should... Ah, shit. Because we kind of need Edwin just to level his ass up. But we also need him down there. Look at that iron right off the bat. Let's split this group up. Because we know it's going to be open from the right hand side, because that's where the Death Knight came from. What we can hope for is that it's not open from up top, and it is open. Okay, now we're gonna need more food, that's for sure. Send a few archers just for visibility purposes. Yes. And then into more houses. Yes. This is literally stone deposit the map currently. Okay, now this is actually a nice show point to just... Holy shit, I even forgot what this is called. Ballista Tower. That was so awkward. Okay. This is gonna be a funny episode, I can already tell. Okay, nice. Ballista Tower up. That would just free up all of our forces. A little bit of wall pieces just to annoy them. And that is it. Now we have more food, good. Let's upgrade these guys. Can I double click? Yes, I can. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, and food situation is gonna be what we need to focus on. These guys are down on armor.
Research complete.
And they're horrified, not really in the best position to be in.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see what this resource cache is going to give us. Ooh, shit, if this is actually going to be closed, well, not closed, but, you know, like a very nice choke point, then we might not even push from this position anymore. I mean, a farm, sure, that's going to be nice.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, we might need a second ballista tower up top.
I was born ready.
Let's actually take one, let's take 2 guys off of that. No, we don't actually need to take any. Wait, we have population. Why can I put them? Oh, because it's maxed out. No, it's not. It was just a visual glitch. Noise. Okay. Like a small food hut, sure. Not a problem. Oh shit, yeah. Because these buildings aren't up yet. Wonder how much this is gonna be. Dude, that's 22 right off the bat in and of itself. Crazy. Also boost the archers. Okay. We're starting to have enough resources, so might as well start pumping out some units. So that's a little bit awkward up top. We could burn it for additional AoE. This location will definitely require fire sconce, just to set the mood. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a double. Oh, we have a spot over here. Yeah, this is gonna be a double ballista tower situation up top. Okay. Still no population. Let's fix that soon. Yeah, and then wood. I'm gonna start working on wood. Okay, well I guess Merrick is, or Edwin is leveling up. Nicely. Yeah, more population. Even a dwelling is gonna be useful.
Our defenses are under attack.
Is it? Yes.
What do you want?
What now?
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Okay. Cool. Can we get a second ballista tower? Yes, we can. And once that goes up,
Got something for me?
we're gonna be good. Because we don't have to use our units to hold that location. Edwin is still battling it out. Absolute champion.
Right.
Champion at 50% HP. Let's not forget about that. Yeah, you know what? As crazy as it might be, we might actually start pushing this position down here. Because this over here isn't... I mean, it could be worth pushing. But we know for a fact that the Death Knight is going to come from here, and I'm liking this choke point a lot. So actually, I'm just going to put down a set of towers. Leave the archers here. Because I don't think we're going to be swarmed that much from this position. And then, essentially, this is secured. Cool, we can forget about that. Let's go down. Okay, now we can re-add guys into these. That's going to be a 14. That's going to be... Maybe I just don't have vision. 17 wood. Okay. And it's boosted. Even better. Okay. So now we can link up with Edwin. This is still a big question where that leads us. I don't want to take the risk of wasting time. 225 stone completely maxed out. Insane. Okay, then trade bazaar, like I said, if we have enough wood. Yeah, we're gonna go for a very early trade bazaar. Maybe right next to the iron. That would be amazing.
Ready when you are.
Nice. That is going to be defended insanely. What? Okay.
I was
Screw
born
these
ready.
guys up. Maybe up top. Let's just take a peek up top, actually. It's a 14 wood. I mean, there's not really a point in saving up our gold because we have so much gold income. It's crazy. Okay, trade bazaar number 1 immediately going down. Actually, ooh, we can double it up. Stone and iron. Beautiful. God damn it. Okay, well then, this is not something we want to be pushing because unless we can take out the Elite Nightmare, it doesn't really make much sense to be clearing the area around it, right? Because we won't have access to the area regardless. I mean, the only thing we can get access to is this little piece of land, but then we have to hold it, so I'd rather just, you know, put down a fire sconce, be like, screw it. A few soldiers next to it. Yeah, then let's just start clearing from over here. Very, very awkward. Okay, we can put it down there. Okay, let's stun this spitter. And then immediately take it out. Hopefully we can. I kind of can. Not the best. I mean, we really need food. Can't make this happen without food. It doesn't matter if we stockpile a shit ton of resources, but... Man, this is gonna be also a nice spot. Already a gold mine. Okay, then this. Might as well take some units out of the lumber camps. Or actually, no. It's not really the lumber camps that need to take units, take workers out of.
Eager and willing.
It's more like the quarries. Is this worth a ballista tower? Sure. We have infinite resources. Okay. Fire's consing it up. Maybe something once we have enough population. Edwin is dead. Okay, let's focus fire on the Wraith, because that is annoying. And Noitoim is approaching again. Okay, we can chill over here. And also build this up. Let's remove these two into these two. And now no one is defending down there.
Don't touch the spear.
Might as well bring down Edwin. Okay. So we need population. Yeah, we very much need population, absolutely. I think that's gonna be a good one. How much we need? We need 4, right? Kind of went in blind with this particular fishing port. What should I hotkey the fishing port? I'm not even sure. I don't remember. Okay, so now we have some population. We need to burn it on units at this point. Okay, that's 200 something gold. That's very nice. Also a lot of food, which is even nicer. Now once we get our pop of wood, exactly that. Let's keep one eye on the heroes in terms of HP.
Hey, send me
Okay.
to battle.
Well, this is also a prime candidate actually for locking down with some ballista towers. I cannot believe we're maxed out on what's it called? Stone again.
I'm already there.
Oh, something happened. Oh yeah, some
What do we kill first?
wall pieces went down. That's fine.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah,
With haste.
I'm getting screwed by population so much.
Our buildings are under attack.
Greed eventually caught up by not defending that location. I mean, we have so much stone. It doesn't matter. Go for it, dude. It's fine.
A master in the making.
Oh shit. Oh, this isn't fine. Okay. Took that out. Go for triage 10. That was a 33 food. It's not bad actually. Not the best obviously. Not horrible. Okay. I think here...
A master in the
Oh, I'm just gonna fill this up with some houses. Need the space. Okay, we are desperately in need of the triage tent.
Gladly.
Maybe clearing this actually makes sense. We have 2 more days. I know this is kind of cleared. We just need a few pikemen over there.
Don't touch the spear.
You know what's even more insane is we could potentially even go with Arbalists for Death Knight number 2, which is a complete waste of resources, by the way, in every regard, because we don't need that at all. But it can be epic. Excuse me. Allergy season is kicking in. Okay, we're just gonna chill. This is my way of chilling. I put down a ballista tower.
Yes.
Oh, looky there. Is that a pester wave just randomly appearing? Seems like it. No, that's not really a wave. Having 4 guys.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, nice. So let's see. Let's take a peek down here. I'm hesitant to even put down that quarry, honestly, because of how little we actually need it. Okay, what's the situation over here? Very difficult to defend, and 27 even worse. Okay then, we're just going to push over here. This seems like it was a good idea. Start pushing once again, of course, completely maxed out on resources. Absolutely insane. Could have just put down in, could have put it like 1 pixel further, and then it would have affected the lumber camp as well. Just realized in the last second. That is the extent of my multitasking, I apologize. Okay. Can we like anti-max ourselves or something? It's crazy. More storage. Absolutely more storage. This is a pretty good position, and I'm seeing some good potential for fishing port. Also gonna remind myself that I'm actually I have to work today, so
Research complete.
whatever, let's go with that. We need food so much. Can't really mess around. And also wood. Very bad. 16 wood from over here, yeah.
Hey, send
Oh,
me.
this is group number 1, then this is gonna be group number 2. Okay, so this situation is getting a little bit tough, so once again we're just gonna log down this location as much as we can. Just clear out a little bit next to it. Fire sconce. Oh shit, it's actually expanding to the other side. Okay, just a little bit of clearing, you know, so that they don't immediately aggro on top of us. Good, that's enough, and then we can circle back. I'm going to get a few archers actually down here. Should have probably put down a few archers over here. Might as well put down a training hall actually up top. Seems like a solid plan. Okay, we have space for a single farm. No, this is still not the correct. It actually reaches this choke point, if you want to call this a choke point. Well, it is.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
Okay, nice. More population. So like I said, we won't be maneuvering in this position, so might as well put down a bunch of houses here. We have the space to do so. Okay, better walls, absolutely. Let's not forget about those. Yeah, this cursor thing is actually annoying.
Ready to face the dark.
Okay, we can just chill. Okay, nice. So... kind of defended. Need a tower. I mean, if I'm gonna surround the entire base with defenses, then where are we going to push? This is actually a very nice position for the tower. Look at that. Got annoyed by putting down the wall piece. Are these levels? No. I always have such a hard time differentiating between level 2s and level 3s because of the glow.
Forward.
Okay. Holy shit, are you kidding me? Your Bursterinos. And the GG. No, it's not. Just kidding.
Research complete.
Okay, well, at this point it doesn't really matter where they're going to come from. Because we technically have all the entire base locked down. Okay, and by the way, Merrick is still without armor, which is hilarious.
I was born ready.
We need to run back. I think we're not going to be pushing, because we need to prepare for the next Death Knight. We're just going to run back and repair everyone's armor, because this is ridiculous. Of course, this Ballista Tower is aggroing the guys over there. That's why we're constantly getting attacked from this position. This down here, I'm not sure if it's just a party. Oh, of course, it's going to be attacked. Remember, if you have a single pixel that's not defended, then it's definitely going to be attacked. That's like a general rule. So we know for a fact that this is going to be Death Knight number 1. But I don't want to put down defenses just yet, because it might also be Death Knight number 2. Okay, let's just pump out a bunch of units because we can afford it. How is this just... Actually, this is easily defendable because we're already present over here. Should have put it down a lot sooner. Okay, Trade Bazaar is filling up. Very nice. So this is what I meant, is that we can put down the refined workshop, but we won't have time for the arbalest, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I'd rather just save up some resources, then be able to put down whatever I want for the next Death Knight. We could of course pump out units. Archers are in order because we don't have arbalists, so we need to essentially counter the fact that we don't have arbalists by using archers to take out the first crusher. And are you actually kidding me that I called it? I did call it. Can't say that I'm really happy about that, because now we're gonna have two waves essentially coming from the same position. That is nicht good. Okay. So are we going to have pester waves? I mean, it doesn't really matter because we have static defenses all over the place. And that's the beauty of having like static defenses everywhere, is that you can just take all your units and just peace out. Like here, this is defended. Okay, cool, I'm out. Well, maybe not this particular. Is it worth? No. Honestly, I'd just rather park a single pikeman. Okay, but now we can use our entire army, which is starting to grow kind of crazily. Okay, what can we pick up? Shit, if we had Dark Essence... Dude, that is insane. If we had Dark Essence, we could pick up the third upgrade for either one. Lol. That is actually crazy. Okay, well then. Let's come over here. Maybe a ballista tower. Sure. That farm is actually now in a pretty bad position. And we need double the walls because I don't know what to expect. I think this only happened to us once, if I recall correctly, that we got two waves from the same position. Just wall that in. Which also means I have no idea how much archers we actually need for this situation. Okay, we can actually put this down. We need a massive layer. We don't actually need the heroes, to be honest, because we're not going to be using them. Okay, so what do we have? Targeting the strongest. I think a few more archers are in order, and then I'm also going to pick up some light bearers, because they're super helpful. Ooh, that is... We can traverse the resource itself, right? That's so good. Yeah, or we can just go down there. Or we're never going to be touching this place ever again. It's also a possibility. Okay, can I? I cannot. I cannot target this tower. Now I can. Okay. I don't know what I did. But it's by far the most annoying feature of Age of Darkness or situation. Okay. Okay, let's make a very tight formation over here and then hold position in that tight formation. Especially in these little gaps, or you know, the little angles between the walls. That's where you're going to be putting your pikemen. Oh shit. And of course this, yeah, this 25%. That is so bad. And that's the first thing that we received. Fishes are going insane. Okay. Even more stone, sure. You know what? Let's build up some population and then immediately go for refined workshop, because why not at this point? We have this is ridiculous. All the other resources, gold wise, we're also doing pretty good, but all the other resources are just beyond insane. Now we have a lot more archers than towers. We could upgrade 2 of these. I think this actually might not be worth pushing from this point on if we're going to establish such a well laid out defense. Yeah, that is actually going to be 2 waves from the same position. Okay, plus 25% extra damage from the crusher. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that. And you know, this is like this is actually a fantastic combo for them. Buildings destroyed by nightmares have a 30% chance to inflict AoE damage on friendly units. So technically, you have the Crusher coming in with 25% extra damage, and everyone else with 25% extra damage. They're going to destroy the outer layers of the walls, which is going to inflict AoE damage on us. Kick. That is very nice, actually. Of course, in quotes, or... Yeah, actually, we might need a few guys over here. Specifically archers. Because ultimately a ballistic tower can do much against a spitter. Man, I don't know what to do against this combo, because this is by far the craziest shit. I mean, you can't really like prevent them from destroying your wall pieces. I mean, later, yes, endgame defenses, we've done that with normal nightmare difficulty, that they actually couldn't destroy anything. To be serious and not have Dark Essence anywhere. Of course, that's not like you walk into a shop and buy Dark Essence. Okay, well, let's just watch the action and see. Because other than putting down this, but for that we need population, and for population we need food, and we don't have food. So this kind of closes in the loop. Can't really do much. First Elite Nightmare. It's getting hit pretty well, I would say. Actually, if I wonder if we have this catalyzing injuries, whether it's actually worth to just risk having one wall piece. I mean, no, that probably doesn't make much sense. And what if I burn down my own walls? Does that count as... Because it's not destroyed by nightmares, right? And now this is the awkward situation where you have both the Crusher and the Elite Nightmare coming in, because then the archers might not focus on the correct target. We've got to be careful to hold position. Yeah, this is going to be very bad going forward, actually. Having that extra damage. If their default damage wasn't enough, now they have extra damage being thrown in our face. I just built a storage because we're once again maxed out on all our resources. Okay, now we have Dark Essence, so that means we can go absolutely crazy on... Oh, that's not actually open. Are you kidding me? That's the last... Okay, we need Dark Essence, and once we pick up the Dark Essence, if my math is correct, it's not. Because we need 500 stone. And 450 is the limit that we can store, so... But that's fine, because we can pick up Momentum 3 and Fury 3. If we burn a shit ton of iron, that is. Oh, I sent this guy around. Didn't realize I actually got ambitious and did that. Imagine if that was Edwin, or one of the heroes. Okay. Nice, so that is going to be Momentum 3. Getting picked up, and then the next pop of stone is gonna be Fury 3. Look at our beautiful, completely maxed out resources. Okay, let's end this nightmare because it is a nightmare.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, it's not really fun. Yeah, and they're very good against our walls. Only problem is if you look at the minimap while I'm clearing this, the best position to clear would actually be next to our base. But next to our base is the path of the fuckers coming from down here, and also the guys coming from up. That was completely unnecessary, by the way. The bursters coming in. Okay. Well, when we come back, same video. I just have to leave for some work. We'll figure this out. Well, my friends, it turns out it's the next day. As crazy as it may be. Yeah. So just for a bit of context, yesterday I left for what's called a stand-up, which is usually like a very short meeting, you know, where everyone gives their updates, and it's ideally it's like 10 to 15 minutes, really depends on the team size, but that's like the optimal that they say is good, because ultimately you don't want to take the time up of the development team for these shits, because it happens every single day, right? So we have been there for an hour and 20 minutes yesterday, holy shit. And then I just couldn't come back. So now I gotta recap to myself, like, what is going on, you know, because damn, that was unexpected. I mean, I kind of expected this to happen, that I have to do multiple takes. I just didn't expect it to only last for 50 minutes and then I need to peace out. Yeah, but while they were busy discussing very important things about the project, I was busy thinking about what to do here, because this is far more important, right? Of course, I'm kind of just kidding, but not that much, because it's ridiculous. The project, that is. Anyway, so I thought it's actually better if we start moving out in this location where we had the defense. And I think I ended the last part, the first 50 minutes, saying that I'm not going to do so. But I actually figured that it's probably a better option to do so, because we can gain a lot of ground this way. And also because we can split the defense between the two waves that are going to come to our way. Because I really don't want to keep that, you know, like in the same defensive line, like over here. I'd rather just have a nice little distinction. And it's also better because we can, you know, set up our defense in a way that's more optimal to hold for one separate wave, in the sense. So, you know, we have the Death Knight number 1, and then Death Knight number 2 is going to have a separate party defending it. And why do we have so many bursters? Is that that's a level 3 spitter? Okay, so I think we're going to chill out over here. Okay, what do we have? Well, we don't have population. Let's put down a few houses. Shit, I need to... like, this is by far the most difficult thing about recording these in segments, is I have no idea what we had. And for you guys, it's literally just the continuation of the previous video, so it kind of looks ridiculous. Okay, I think this is clearable, although those are also level 3, which I'm not really a fan of. But I mean, we can clear it because we have the fire sconce over here. It's not going to be a problem. It's like just clearing, you know, like in the normal in-game day. Yeah, but these are level 3s, man. We really shouldn't be here. Honestly, the reason I wanted to come over here is to meet some more level 1s and clear out level 1 areas. I did not expect level 3s to be this close already. But I think it makes sense, I guess, because we are... Is that also open by... Holy shit.
How can I serve?
Yeah, we shouldn't be here.
Our buildings are under attack.
Oh wait, it's the completely unnecessary music kicking in. Now this isn't something I don't want to deal with, so I apologize, but I'm just going to bring down the music. And that is it. Because it's just depressing. Depressing as hell. Okay, so essentially we're going to waste an entire in-game day. But this is when the whole idea of like creating smaller packs... What the hell is going on over there? Okay. So this is where the whole idea of creating smaller packs of units comes in. Exactly for these kind of situations. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a bunch of pikemen, actually. This is not looking good, by the way. So I'm just going to build a bunch of pikemen and start moving out in different locations. I think this actually going down to the Elite Nightmare. Down there is the play. Okay, so that's a spitter. There's going to be some kind of a spitter. Level 2 spitter. Okay, that's still doable. We can burn it with Edwin, yes. You can also stun it with Merrick if you really wanted to. I kind of wanted to, yes. Okay, nice. Do we have triage stance? Yes, we do. Okay, perfect. So we have infinite armor, essentially. Wow, that's a hell of a range for that thing. Check that out. Nice. That's also an Elite Nightmare. Okay, yeah, we kind of need to take this route, even if we're not taking out the Elite Nightmare. And the reason is I still want to circle back to right next to our base, because that's where I expect to have level 1s. Still,
Heed the light.
level 1 enemies, that's really where we should be. We shouldn't be here at level 3 units. Where did I rally these guys? Over here. Okay. Do we have trade bazaars, by the way? 1 out of 4. Okay. Yes, it's even hotkeyed. Beautiful, and it's also filled out. Or filled up, I should say. Very cool. Kind of need 2 archers in there.
Got something for me.
Because we cannot take out armored units with just ballista towers. Okay, let's set some landmines, as I call it. Okay. So let's see. We could actually pick this up, Fury 3. Let's do that. And then critical cover is gonna be the next. Oh yes, and yeah, we have this crazy combo. Enemies dealing 25% extra damage, and if they destroy a building, that can cause AoE damage against us. Yep. Now, honestly, we did invest a little bit in this position in terms of, you know, farms and such, but I did not expect this amount of shit over here, especially like Elite Nightmare, so we cannot clear that area. We could push this, honestly, there's like a gold mine or something, but I think this is much more worthwhile to push down here. Because see, these are level 1s, and if we can like circle back to this position right next to our base, all of that is going to be level 1. So even if we lose out on all this, I'm completely fine. Actually, in the meantime, I'm just going to put down a bunch of houses just to use that food that we are bound to lose soon. Okay, I'm not even paying attention to these guys, because this is the kind of army that can easily take out this or clear locations like this. Okay, as for the second army, so this is what I mentioned, is actually we don't even need that gold because we have so much resources. Yeah, actually let's rally all these guys over here, and then we can start pushing in that location as well. Maybe we can even link up with these guys. That would be nice. Yeah, so this is like completely closed off. This is where we were. And on the other side, as you can see, we just have level 1s. So this is exactly where we should be this early in the game. What about refined workshop? Okay, so we don't have that because we can build it. Shit, where we should build it? I think over here is fine. We're not doing too good on food, but we're bound to like really clear out this location. Yes, we do have some level 2s, but that's actually fine. Not going to worry about that. Okay, you guys can also push this. Nice. Okay, well, Spitter might need to micro that. I just want to push in this other location. It's starting to look like a very good position. Okay, we cannot get that because of the Elite Nightmare, I assume. Okay. Should be able to grab this. Yes, we can. Okay, nice. Let's keep pushing. Wonder if we can like circle back, seriously. There's so much gold. Okay, we need a little bit more units, but for that we're going to need some food. Here we can actually start putting down some food, I think. Yep. Oh, we have a spitter going in. But that's a level 1 spitter, so we can just burn it. No problem. Yeah, let's start clearing over here. This looks like a very good position. We just need food, and then we can resume our pikeman production. Okay, and we finally have like a closed area. Down here, beautiful. This is going to be a larger location. Okay, let's just grab this resource cache. Let's pop down lumber camp. Hell, even we can pop down something like this. Oh, that actually does circle back. Shit. Okay, well, we're gonna need some defenses over here. Do we need these guys to push this location? Oh, if this is gonna be closed up, then absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Okay. Let's just grab a pikeman for some vision. Okay. Yeah, and then some houses over here, probably in order. Nice. Even put down another crazy lumber camp, I assume. Yeah, there's a little bit of enemy over there still. Ultimately, this is very good, really nice. Could even grab the keep upgrade for 60 iron, that is. I'm not sure, not really a fan of that. Let's hotkey this guy. What should we go with first? Having refined farms, honestly, just as a contingency plan is usually a good idea. Oh, this is not actually closed up. Okay, hold on. Then let's pop this down. Let's pop
Our
this down.
defenses
Let's
are under attack.
yes. Now we are going to be attacked in many fronts that we know, especially over here that is not defended. I'm not going to care about this location, as I said, because I don't want to waste resources. Oh shit! I forgot that these guys were. Oh yeah, these guys were still fighting down there. Nice.
I stand prepared.
Okay, I need to pull in the blinds. Can't see shit. 1 second. Okay, much better. Much better in full underground mode now. Beautiful, that's exactly what we need. Okay, so this... wait. No, this actually was closed. There was just a little bit of them over here, right? Okay.
I'm ready.
I think we're going to use this location. Yes, I know I'm getting attacked from 17,000 different locations. It is what it is. Like I said, we are going to sacrifice a few things. For example, location over here. Because then we'll need to hold this, we will need to hold this. And now we just need to hold this location, which we can armor up and all that. Now, I know that these are like level 2s and well, technically we're actually next to that position that I just mentioned. So we're not in that good of a location. Not in that good of a position overall. But in order to get there, we would still need to clear out this location. And yeah, I mean, after Death Knight number... actually, hold on, we still have 3 more days. Let's kick off these researches, because we have a ton of gold, which I still don't know how I ended up having this much gold, but it's kind of ridiculous to my standards to have this much gold this early on in the game. I will definitely have to analyze the first segment of this video, which is the first 50 minutes.
Our buildings are under attack.
They are, yes, and they're about to get shit on entirely, but that's okay.
Fire and steel.
Now this we will definitely have to push, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm not pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that this is where the Death Knight 2 came from, right? Because this is closed up, obviously, so they have to come from here, but I don't want to defend this big-ass location over here, so we need to do some exploration to where they're actually coming from. And we can squeeze in an ambitious farm over there. Usually I don't like to put stuff that are directly in the line of sight of the enemy. Okay, but this is fine because we have an entire army over here. Okay, so yeah, that is exactly what we're going to clear. This is actually a very nice choke point over here. Let's just take out these few dudes over here. Maybe we can save these farms, but the real question is, are we actually going to do anything about this area? And I don't think we are, so I'm going to sacrifice it entirely. I don't care, to be honest. And this is exactly why we went with the farms upgrade. It's because if we don't have location to build farms on, then we can just upgrade our own. And this is still absolutely ridiculous how much resources we have. Okay, so this is not going to be in the best position. I do want some storage. Okay, maybe a storage over here. Storage a little bit further, even if that costs us a little bit of food. Okay, what's this? 20, 20, 26. Are you kidding me? There's also an Elite Nightmare over here. Bro. Not good. Holy shit. This is probably a better, worse position than up top. As crazy as it may be. Okay, do we have some light bearers? Yes, we do. Okay, so at least we don't have to worry about the insane amount of horrification that we're getting. Okay, well, this is not a good position to be in with this unit composition. I wonder the dudes on the other side of the map, which I almost sacrificed earlier, how they're doing. Have they recovered? How many survived? So on and so forth. They're pretty good. Let's grab all the fish. Let's do a little bit of pushing in that location. Another spitter, we can probably out-micro his ass. So are they actually going to come from this position right next to the Elite Nightmare? Because that is closed up to an extent.
Here we go again.
Not to an extent, that is actually closed up from there, so yes. Because they took this route, that's for sure. 100% for sure. Okay. And now we should get started upgrading our farms. If you cannot keep pushing, we need to upgrade the current farms. These are high yield locations, which is nice. Also,
Research complete.
okay. Holy shit, going with the siege factory. No, that requires a lot of iron, doesn't it? Yeah, we're not gonna have that much iron. So I assume that they are actually going to come from this location, and that is illuminated by a little friend over here, the fire sconce. Okay, so unless we bring our entire army down here, which I don't find
Gladly.
that feasible, then actually yes, we do. We can at this point take back this position, which I've just sacrificed earlier. 40 some, 44.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
44, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a 44, sure. Let's grab the fish. I'm pretty sure we are maxed out on fish. Yep.
Upgrade complete.
Now, the location we were just at is also like a prime position for to be pushed by some other units. Okay, now we're going to circle back over here and try to take out the Elite Nightmare. Hopefully it's not going to be that crazy. We'll have to see. So, like I said, I assume that this is going to be the location that they're going to come from. We just need to be extremely careful not to build up. Just to not build right next to the Elite Nightmare's location, because we cannot build walls in front of them, in that case.
I was born
Okay, so this is
ready.
going to be level 2. Need to warm up.
With haste.
Okay, and now some arbalists. Arbalist down here? No, arbalist in the center. We're going arbalist in the center
Hey, don't.
because we don't know where we're going to need the arbalists. Because we still have a bunch of archers in our previous defensive line. Now, regardless of what Elite Nightmare this is going to be, unless it's a crusher, is this GG? No, it's an axeman. Okay, perfect. So we can stun it with Merrick's shit. We can burn it. Oh damn, Edwin is taking a beating. Yeah, this is exactly why we need Merrick in the mix. Good. Now we have this. We can also put down finally a storage.
Our
Wow.
buildings are under
That is
attack.
actually horribly bad. Okay, this is getting attacked. Oh, that is getting attacked up top. Of course it is. Okay, but now this entire location is ours. Edwin, you didn't pick that up.
Upgrade complete.
Dum-dum. Nice.
For honor and duty.
Okay, let's save this location. It's also illuminated just in case we don't want small spots, you know, where they're going to spawn. And we still have 2 more days. I don't want to get crazy in these 2 more days. I really just want to start building up our eco a little bit more, and then... Can we get a peek of what this is? No, we cannot. I assume it's not going to be something good. Okay, they're just juking this position. Of course they are.
Guide me.
Like I said, if they have a small opening where it's not defended, they will take it. Okay, let's do some burning, let's do some stunning. Nice, and we still don't know what that Elite Nightmare is.
How can I serve?
But honestly, I don't even think we can get vision on top of it.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, so that's the same situation. I mean, we can burn that little wood piece.
We stand in defiance.
A couple of our friends are getting stuck over there. Stop on that. Oh, I thought that was the Elite Nightmare, an Elite Spitter. But that's not the case. I mean, we can juke a Spitter, sure. Okay, this is gonna go down. Level 3s. Yep. Okay, so this, on paper, this should be Death Knight number 2.
Light the way.
And somehow they came from up top, so I assume they came from over here as Death Knight number 1. But technically Death Knight number 1 is covered.
Heed the light.
Yeah, but we do need to focus a lot more on units at this point. Simply because we don't have enough, in my opinion. So they just... So this is when we start queuing up a bunch of units. I'm not gonna go with treasury just yet. Gonna go with a little bit of upgrades, but be mindful of the food situation. You wanna keep on top of that. Lots of arbalists and lots of pikemen, right? Because so this group, I think, in terms of pikemen, is more than enough to handle Death Knight number 3. I hope. And then Death Knight number 1 and 2 will need its own group of pikemen, essentially.
Kill first.
And then next time, we're immediately going to go with the, the Siege Workshop.
Onwards and down.
And then we can unlock like flame towers, or what are they called? Which is going to be very nice. Because that can essentially substitute all of our pikemen for Death Knight number, 1 and 2.
Master in the making.
Okay, let's put this down. And more trade bazaars, actually.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, this is going to be a small sacrifice of food, but I'm willing to take that. Okay, so you guys can still push. Kind of unlucky position this, because it's not closed. I don't really know where to push with those guys. Oh, no, we're not going to do that.
Master
Yeah,
in the
that will
making.
boost iron. Let's boost these two. It's out of the way.
You are.
But yeah, let's just start building up our units. Yeah, we need gold. Trade bazaar. Oh yeah, the trade bazaar capacity is increased. Actually, this is a defensive line we can hold, and I mean, unless the third Death Knight would also come over here, then this could potentially be actually the location of the third Death Knight. So I think building this up is feasible. Let's just remember that probably this is going to be the path of Death Knight number 1. So technically, all of these guys are no longer required up top. They can even join the party over here. As for over here, I mean, we can afford probably a Ballista Tower just to hold them off. Okay. Let's focus on the spitter. Like so, good. Okay, I'm not going to build this up just yet. Unless you can find a better choke point. If you can find a better choke point, then sure. You can hold off Death Knight number 1 there. If not, then it doesn't make sense to build this up, right? Because we would just fall back over here. Okay, even more arbalists. I think it's gold that we require for arbalists, yes. And also, let's keep in mind to reserve some resources for the actual defense build-up, because currently, technically, we don't have any defenses. Because we're not defended against Death Knight number 1 or 2 either. And we have more points of interest, that means it's less and less likely that there's going to be a choke point anywhere. Kind of an interesting map, to be honest. Because it's closed up in so many different locations. Or it's not closed up. It's like open. Even if it looks like it's closed up. Okay, so this has some potential to be pushed, I guess. But not with this group of units. Not yet. That's for sure. Put down triage then, let's fall back. Can even afford the Ballista Tower over here, just for the hell of it. Okay.
Adventure awaits.
Well, this wasn't much a successful push, but at least we're building up an army. Okay.
Your orders.
So let's see. That's not enough arbalists, that's for sure. I think the magic number I usually go with is 12. When there's a continuous amount of crushers. Because as you can see, if you just have one crusher like we did previously, normal archers are more than enough. But that's only because they can barely just defeat the crusher before the end of the Death Knight. It wouldn't work for like continuous waves of crusher. How is there 44, dude? What? Okay, I'll take it. Interesting. I definitely did not expect that. Okay. It's another trade bazaars. We could actually pop down one more trade bazaar if we really wanted to. I mean, we can go with Siege Factory, but I don't think we're gonna have the time. Also, if we build it up, we're gonna essentially use up all of our iron, and I don't want that. No, what I'm going to do is just focus on arbalists and pikemen for the time being, just to build up another army. And then I'm also going to run back with these guys just to get like a general view of where we are. Like I said, pikemen and archer-wise, actually we're covered in these two locations, because this is exactly what we had holding the previous 2 Death Knights that came from the same position. So this is enough. So technically what that means is this army alone should be prepared to defend against Death Knight number 3, and this is not enough.
For honor and
It's not enough without siege and any kind of siege factory like structures, like flame towers. And what are these actually called? Oh, bellow towers, sorry. Bellow towers and grand ballista towers, yep. So without those, we're gonna need a larger army to hold this. Okay, I think problem is these are not gonna pay off, and they're going to consume a shit ton of food, so I'm just going to not do that. More arbalest. Arbalest wise, how much is this in a? I think in a row they have like some crazy number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 11 in one row. I'm not sure if that's like a resolution based thing or what, but that's like a very interesting number in my opinion to have 11. Okay, more fish. Good.
For honor
So what's good now, this is why I like preparing the army, because now we are flexible enough
Eager
that
and
we can just move out in any location where the next Death Knight is going to come from. And we also need to confirm like the other two locations, right? Because yes, so this is number 1,
for honor
that is
and
number 2, and then now this is the question. Number 3 is gonna be, well, I mean, I think this is a tree line, right? So technically it's gonna be from over here. Okay. And now we just take our big ass army and go down there and start preparing. You have an archer over here. Now this might actually cause some issues, honestly. If this guy is gonna start aggroing some of them, then that's actually gonna be a problem. So I think we need to like mass wall that shit up. Okay, but let's focus on what we know. So this is gonna be Death Knight number 1, so let's not overdo it. Death Knight number 1, we're gonna need. We can even put down a ballista tower just to help the AoE a little bit. But it's ultimately gonna come down to towers. Let's not fully wall that off. 4 towers. I mean, 4 towers. That should be more than enough, considering we already have Fury 3, and then some of these guys. Okay, and walls, because we can afford it, we can actually go with better walls this time. Okay, so this is gonna be Death Knight number 1. As for the amount of pikemen, I mean, we just need a row.
gladly.
Is this a row? Looks like a row. Okay, that's it. And now I'm gone. So that is Death Knight number 1. Thank you very much. Death Knight number 2. Let's... still quite a wide location, to be honest. Oops, that was a mistake. So Death Knight number 2. Let's remember that's going to be a single crusher. Well, that is actually not the most important bit. We need to burn this. And we need to build the best walls. We can probably start
your bidding.
bringing this around a little bit, like so. We're gonna need the best walls for this, for sure. And then some... This is just... Yeah, and we have an abundance of stone and wood, so that's very nice because we can afford the better towers. Now, the better towers doesn't give you more damage, but it allows you to put more people in them. That's why ultimately it's nice to have. Okay, I think we can sell everything from the trade bazaar because we're not gonna need to buy anything. Let's put down some towers over here, 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 here. So this is Death Knight number 2, so we kind of need to prepare. Or we can just do the math. So this is 11, excuse me, 11 plus 6, that's 17. So that's that's basically 16 divided by 2, that's 8 towers. And we have, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, kind of 8. Perfect.
I was born
Okay.
ready.
We do not have enough pikemen, but we do have 2 ballista towers. So ultimately that's good. Edwin and Mary can just obviously not do anything. They're not really useful from this point on. Okay, and now this is actually the key to filling up these towers and having enough towers to fill up. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna put another tower over there. How much time we have, I do not see because I have the microphone in my face. Hopefully we still have some time. Yeah, less than a minute. Perfect. Just kidding, that's actually not good. Okay, let's do a little bit of an outer layer over here. Target the strongest. Here, target the strongest as well.
What now? The darkness grows stronger.
Ultimately, I still think it was worth. Is this all filled up, really? Okay, yeah, and technically we can afford one more. This smells like overkill, but I'm fine with that. This ballista tower isn't going to do shit, so I'm just going to put this in the back. Okay. Target the strongest. More arbalists. I hope this is gonna work. I don't want to lose just yet. Okay. We can actually afford even more arbalists and pikemen. I'm just going to rally them down there. Let's see. Death Knight number 4. Or no, Death Knight number 3. I wish it was Death Knight number 4. We can probably re-add the music, actually. Hold on. Let me just re-enable the music. I don't think it's gonna kick in during the Death Knight, but in the future it will. Okay, now this back here, that could actually pose a problem because the damn Ballista Tower could aggro them. Or at least some of them.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Okay, and now let's wait. Oh, dude, I thought I messed it up. Okay, now this, it's probably gonna come from the middle, so that's why these towers are not really in a good position, all things considered. And I hope that this is actually not gonna be, no, because that's a tree line still. Oh man, you guys are taking an angle.
Master in the making.
Sneaky, sneaky you. Okay, now let's assume we survive, so we can start focusing on our future eco.
What's the hold up?
Let's pull these guys down here, just to be sure. Okay, so they're not actually that interested in the left-hand side, so we can, I guess, move all of our... And they're also not interested in the Ballista Tower over here, so I'm very happy about that particular thing. Okay, you guys are attacking up there, so I guess I can divert a little bit of forces over there. I mean, you guys, honestly, these guys could just hold position because I don't want them moving all around the place. Okay, critical cover would have been nice, of course. But that's like probably too much. I heard the Crusher,
Upgrade complete.
but now I don't see the Crusher. So I assume the Crusher died. Ooh, now that's a bad one. Okay, at least we're gonna survive there, I assume. Okay, so let's see the Crusher. Crusher is... Oh boy.
I was born ready.
Crusher doesn't go down before a hit. What the hell is this? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, well, well. Okay, so this would have actually been the location they took.
Our
They take.
defenses are under attack.
Ay, ay, ay. And not actually this position down here.
What do we kill first?
What do we do now? We pick up the Dark Essence. Hope for critical cover, for it to be enough for critical cover, of course not. So we pick up the Dark Essence over here. Hope for it to be enough for critical cover. No, it's not. Well, in that case, it is GG. Misread the whole damn thing. That's awkward. We're doing so good on eco, guys. We had so good eco. Yeah, I didn't think to actually, you know, see it through. I was like, okay, it's illuminated over here, so it's probably going to, they're probably going to come to this location. And then it's not actually the case. Well, shit.
I'm ready.
Okay, well, what are the takeaways? Takeaways is to analyze the early game, because for some reason we had a shit ton of gold to begin with, and I think that's ultimately a good sign.
Forward.
And then, honestly, I don't know what else to say. Besides that, don't misread the wave,
Our buildings are under attack.
I guess. Because, I mean, the amount of firepower we have over here taking out the Crusher is also very nice. But yeah, this is just way too much damage to recover from. Might as well just sacrifice the heroes at this point, so we could do some damage. Damn, dude. Yeah, I was like, this is illuminated, cool. But yeah, it's actually going further over here. Damn. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a long look at the early game. I think... Actually, come to think of it, maybe two things happened. Maybe I got the keep upgrade a lot sooner than I usually do. And that started giving us that extra 100 gold that I mentioned, is that it's actually a lot more than just spamming a bunch of dwellings. So that could have been the case. And then the second thing, maybe I went with a lot more lodges early on. I mean, honestly, that's only what I can think of. That could have been the case. Because sure, I'm not even talking about the stone situation. That was extreme because of our spawn. We had so many. Actually, I didn't even pick this up. Didn't end up picking that up. So yeah, in terms of stone, we're perfectly fine. But it's really the gold that was like
Our defenses are under
crazy in the early game. Okay. Well, usually, you know, when I close out these episodes, I have like a clear conclusion of, oh, it went wrong because we did not have any resources to build up a defense, or you know, something along those lines. But right now, honestly, then other than misreading the damn location, I don't know what else to say. And what's even more sad is we actually survived. But now, like, what am I gonna do? Okay, cool, we survived. I guess we survived. There might be a few guys over here, and we just have enough dark essence. Check that out for critical cover, so we're even more OP now, but who cares, right? There's one more nightmare somewhere, holy shit. And actually,
What do we kill first?
yeah, they took out a few pikemen.
I stand prepared.
Okay, Daybreak is here, but I'm very happy about that. I really don't know what to do now. Okay, a beautiful base that was ours once now needs to be cleared out again. Should I actually continue this? For like the hell of it.
Hey,
Oh, I mean,
the spear.
it's hilarious, and we still have a shit ton of resources, by the way, just to point that out. I mean, I guess we can re-architect our base in case we weren't happy with how things were laid out before. You know, with all the food huts and shit. Now those are removed. Yeah, let's burn that, sure. We have a singular barracks that we can utilize, and we're also still maxed out on resources. That's at least good, but wow.
your bidding.
This is poo-poo. Yeah, I mean, at this point, this is just gonna be a fun run, for sure. Like I said, I don't know what to do about this. We are completely screwed, unless I lose a hero accidentally over here. Oh yeah, we can just build this up as well. Oh, we don't even have the refined workshop. And this needs to be re-illuminated. Nice. I mean, we can go with the better quarries, I guess. We have nothing to lose. That's not a quarry, bro. That's a quarry.
What's the hold up?
Okay. Now this can be re-architected in a better fashion. Sure. Can even put down 2 houses or something. Trade Bazaar, this would only boost the iron, but that's fine. Yeah, this is actually now better laid out than it was before. Nice. So down here we still have a bunch of archers. We don't have anything else. This is probably going to be contested. We can put down. Oh my god! I didn't expect them to be so close.
And willing.
Yeah, but now we have like an insane army over here.
I serve.
Oh, and we also have like a more insaner
It will
army,
be done.
actually. Yeah, I mean, sure, we can push that. Yeah, that's not gonna fit over there. I mean, here we were only... Yeah, we were only reaching this position down here, because this is where we would have had the defensive line set up, right?
In position.
Might as well, like, attempt to aggro push this from this point on. Okay, hopefully that didn't block anything. What's up over here? Yeah, that was bound to happen. Let's see if we can hold this.
Now.
Okay. Well, not okay.
It likes it to.
We can push this out for a better position, that's for sure. Everyone is leveling like crazy. And now this is actually the position that we should be holding. This is the end of this choke point A area. Very nice. It's unfortunate that's very... Okay, you guys will just chill out over here. Can this be held? Not sure.
The light burns.
Okay, please attack Edwin. So he will blow you up. Thank you very much. Okay, what's the range on this thing? Maybe we need one a little bit closer. That is good. Now we also need to rebuild all of our training halls.
I am busy, you know.
Okay. Well. Well. We need the refined workshop and get the siege workshop immediately. That's like the next big thing we need to do. Okay, we need some gold for that to happen. Actually, this might be worth doing right now. Even if it seems like a complete waste, but we need the population and we need everything, man.
We kill first.
Holy. Now let's actually put back a few arbalists just in case. We have some armor penetration in that position.
Touch the spear.
Yes, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking we're gonna go with a little bit of house action over there.
I was
Okay. Funnily enough, I have to leave again. So it feels like the last time I left, quote unquote, we were in the same position. Of course, we have survived one more death knight since then. But still, it feels that way. Let's just... No one can reach that guy. That's actually hilarious. Aggro on us. Yes. Oh, he's not stupid. Check that out. Smart spitter.
Swiftly.
Yeah, really is smart spitter. Holy shit. Doesn't care.
Ready
Okay.
when you are.
Can we put a... Yes, we can. Okay.
Yes.
Evacuate. That was kind of epic, not gonna lie. Okay, this is... It's kind of amazing how this position completely torn up, no? Because we had some pretty good defenses over here, now it's just busted entirely.
Silent.
Okay. Alright everybody, a week later, I'm not even joking. Welcome back to this episode. It's been a week since I started this. And I gotta say, of all the features that this game has, I'm gonna be a little bit sarcastic, but the fact that it starts out paused when you load up an autosave, which you only have an autosave in Nightmare difficulty, but since it loads up paused, that's a goated feature. That's actually huge. Okay, so we can recap of where we were. So let's just take a quick peek, like in an amusement park. Let's take a look around where we were. This was what I misread. I do remember this because that is such an iconic blunder. So this was torn up entirely, and we have successfully rebuilt it. That's good. We have a pretty good army over here. Check that out. That's actually very nice. And we also have a... Ooh, that's actually a huge ass army. Wow. Okay. So this is what we misread, and this was definitely number 3. Yes. Okay. Now this... Oh, guys. This is why I haven't recorded the Age of Darkness video in the last 5 months, is because if I have to leave for an extended period of time, I won't be able to get back into the flow, which this game does require because there's so many things going on. Yeah, so this was definitely number 1, that's for sure, because we barely have any defenses over here. Not sure why I moved away the pikemen, actually. And where did I even move them away from? Or to? And also move them away from here. Oh yeah, of course, to clean up the mess that I made by misreading the situation. Okay, nice. So that means this is definitely number 2. Okay, so this was definitely number 2. 3, the misread. 3 as well, the misread. And then this is 1. Okay. So what else do we have? We have a trade bazaar. Is that hotkeyed? Yes, and we also have some fishing ports. Very nice. Now, do we have... Oh, I don't have anything in my 3 hotkey, and that usually is the refined workshop. Did that get destroyed as well? Because they have the normal workshop. Yeah, that was here somewhere. Okay, so we need to rebuild the refined workshop. Looks like I'm producing units out of the barracks over here. Okay. Well, let's hope I won't lose any one of the heroes in the next 10 seconds. And let's see what we can do. Okay. Yeah, I've actually never done...
Under attack.
Okay, whatever. We just have to push. Guys, I feel like we have lost out on so much with that blunder that I made, that we just need to recover, and the only way you can recover is if we can start pushing like crazy. Yes, even in the path of the Death Knight itself. Okay, so this is getting attacked by the... Oh yeah, this is like the crazy spitter that doesn't leave us alone. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, so like getting back into a run after a week, and especially if that's not even the beginning of the run, that is just that is not normal. Very difficult to do so, I think, in my opinion. Okay, now we need to extreme clear this. That's gonna be a new word from this point on. Extreme clearing, which is just brain dead clearing, not stopping or anything. Okay, this is actually, oh, this circles back, beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay, and we need to, yep, refine the workshop. Our hero has succumbed to the darkness. No, not yet. Not yet, but we're getting close. I can feel it. I can feel that my demise. Because you know, when you start out from the beginning of the game, you kind of get into the flow and everything is all nice and cute and just cozy to deal with, and then a week later, by the way, we're also getting cooked. 31.6 degrees Celsius over here. In the room, that is. That is inhumane. It is what it is. I wanted to record a Age of Darkness video. No matter what it takes. Even if I burn alive over here. We are getting an Age of Darkness episode. Uh-oh, I just saw Merrick's health. Okay. This is getting serious. Actually, I might just unlock the super fire sconce. What's it called? The fire tower.
Stand prepared.
Holy shit, that's a lot of bursters. Okay. Now, what do we not have? Because, okay, we didn't have the refined workshop, but that's in the works. That's good. Okay, that's getting destroyed. Oh yeah, upgrades. I haven't checked the upgrades. Shit. Okay, 1 second. Let's just focus fire on the spitas. Nice. Let's stun those guys. Edwin. Edwin is level 5. Good for you, my man. Nice. Upgrades. Ooh, we don't have the best. Well, we do have a critical cover, and we don't have any for siege. Do we not have siege? It's not even unlocked. Okay, let's unlock the siege. I mean, we're definitely number 3, so that's not actually that big of a problem. I'm close to the edge of the map, which is nice, because hopefully we can get a breather down there. Let's activate the shields of Edwin. You guys are definitely getting this episode. I remember it was super fun, just to play in general, and then just some weird shit happening. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was a super fun episode. So you guys are definitely getting this episode for sure. And guess what? I am on vacation this week, so that means you guys probably are gonna get multiple episodes of Age of Darkness finally after such a long ass time. I did promise you guys 5 months ago when I said we are going to have more episodes of Age of Darkness, and we are going to continue playing Age of Darkness. We are. It's only a question of when. Okay, let's make more units. And also make more houses, yes. A hero has succumbed. No, okay. I'm gonna stop that. Is there actually a crystal down here? Because it seems like they're very focused on this position. Actually, if we don't have to push this, then we shouldn't push it, because we have a ton of potential over here just to build up.
Research complete.
Well, we should be aggro pushing this, and by that I mean during the night. Like, don't care. But what if this is closed up? Oh, I mean, that shit is definitely not going to be closed up.
I'm ready.
You know what, let's just park some guys over here. And push in that location. Maybe this is too many guys. I'm not sure. Okay. Edwin is maximum. Focus on these spears. Ooh, that was calculated. It was not intentional at all. Can we send a few guys down here? That would be very nice. Thank you in advance. Oh, we have a burster coming in. Burster popping. Yes. Okay, we're gonna get contested down there as well. So yeah, we just need to keep pushing. See what happens. Oh shit! Oh shit! Merrick, you really want this round to end very quickly. I feel like. Not sure why that is. Piss you off or something? Should we upgrade the keep? I feel like we... Okay. It's getting shit on for some reason.
Our buildings are under attack.
Easy. Oh my god, that's a big... Actually, that's a big army, which we can just start pushing out, and I screwed up my hotkeys. Okay. Yeah, what was hotkey number 3? What was that? I just recorded an episode of another game, so now my hotkey situation is a little bit messy. What's usually hotkey number 3 for me? Because 6 is fishing ports, yes, confirmed. Oh yeah, trade bazaar. Trade bazaar, let's find a trade bazaar. I cannot find a trade bazaar. We got an impaler out of that. Point of interest. Oh, piece of shit. Oh, there was actually an elite nightmare over there. This is horrible. We cannot take out this elite nightmare with this group of forces. Or yes, we don't really have a choice to not do that, because we need to keep pushing like a madman. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, we are pushing like never before. Oh, and finally this is closed up. Beautiful.
Defenses are under attack.
It is. Is it? It is. Okay. Daybreak. Daybreak coming up.
Eager and willing.
That's the beauty of this game. When you hear the burster, and it's either GG or it's not GG. That is the question. Okay, nice. Yes, keep pushing. I like that impaler. Let's just set the scene. With a few of these houses. Let's pop those bursters instead of worrying about taking them out. Heroes can come back. You might be wondering, why don't I just park the heroes somewhere safe so that they don't die? I've had this discussion previously. I feel like that's not really the way this is meant to be played. I mean, if you want to play like that, sure. I want them to be in the front lines and try to keep them alive that way. Beautiful. This is not actually a triage tent, brother. Triage tent over there. Well, that is, wow, that's 31 in and of itself.
Hey, send me to battle.
Not sure what those crawlers want. Okay.
Our buildings are under attack.
Don't touch the spear.
Now, I didn't mess around when I said there's a lot going on. This is exactly the kind of things that is difficult to get back into for this exact reason. Actually, we can probably boost. We don't even have 50 wood. Yeah, we don't. Lol. Okay, bulwark, and then because we need concussive shot for death number 4, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now this was an absolute massacre over here. Yeah, how did we just start doing so bad on wood, or was that always the case in this episode? Lol. The APM is crazy, guys.
Right away.
So this should also be the edge of the map very soon.
Ready to face the dark.
Yeah, why don't we have wood? Okay, let's nice. Oh boy. This is why we love this game. And for many other reasons. But this intensity when you are pushing the edge of the map is unparalleled. That's a good phrase for this. Unrivaled. Slice and dice, and we're losing all of our units. Level 3 spitters in combination with level 3
More training.
rates are, yeah, not fun. Okay, pretty nice. And fire scans this up.
I stand prepared.
might run back just for some reinforcements. Okay, and actually that position up top is extremely far to be an actual valid reinforcement position. We have like 5,000 training calls over here. You guys are going to chill, and what we're going to do is we're going to build out some buildings over here. This is going to be our new production buildings. Those guys got stuck because I rallied them in that location, so that's RIP 4 pikemen. Beautiful. Okay.
Yes, Your Grace.
Like so, but like I said, we have to keep pushing no matter what happens.
Wait, I know this one. For the line. From the ashes.
Okay, fire scan going down over there, continuing to push. So, I guess farms. Oh boy. Send Edwin close with his shield.
Born ready.
Our defenses are under attack.
What is going on in here? Actually, what is going on?
By my hand.
Oh fuck. Everyone is dying.
Fire and steel.
Edwin is not having a good time. I can tell you that.
Light the way.
He's soloing 2 spitters. His damage is crap. And this group is still alive.
Well, this is going to be fun.
So this is what I said, I think, in the beginning of this episode. That's one of the strategies that we can go with. Did I say bulwark or engine? No, we need engine. Otherwise they're gonna be super slow. Get some more wood. We need more wood.
Hey, send me to battle.
Shall be done.
Okay, gold-wise not bad. Where's the spider?
I see.
Nowhere.
Our
Maybe it was taken
defenses
out.
are under attack.
Oh shit. Barely down there. Oh shit. That's another spider. Okay, okay. Can we light this up just to take a peek? What's over there? Good. Oh, that good.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
Let's aggro a few of these guys and then just come back. There's gonna be one more day until the next death knight. Holy shit. What have we been doing for this entire time? What's this? Yeah, this hasn't been cleared. Oh, those are level 2s, then dude, we should be clearing that. Totally.
If you want something, get on with it.
If that would have been closed, that would have been nice. But it's not closed.
I'm going. Here we go again.
Yeah. This is totally a waste, yes.
As you wish.
We need resources. Let's do bigger farms, bigger farms. You can always run back. Okay, if we get into this turret, then I guess, or this tower, then I guess we can take that out.
Adventure awaits.
Oh, it's finally closed up. Okay, nice. Let's check out the farms. Keep one eye on the hero icons, just in case. Nice. Good amount of gold. Love that.
I was born ready.
I think we can afford this.
On my
Now,
way.
I don't know what's what's on the other side of that, but that's actually a fantastic position to hold.
A master in the making.
Now, I just want to clear this out.
The dark encroaches.
Okay.
What's the hold up?
We're still not out of range of the previous triage tent. Merrick can also level up one more, no? Or no? I mean, this choke point is getting choke pointed so much. Actually, there's no point in having our spearmen there anymore because they're just going to get destroyed. It's much better to have the heroes. If they die, we're gonna lose. Oops. Failed slam dunk. Oh my god, there's so many stuff. Okay, we're not gonna be pushing over there. Actually, this is kind of a dead-end push in and of itself, unfortunately. Okay, so you guys should be kind of okay. Can we pop down one of this? Okay, then let's put it down over there.
In position.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. There's only 19,000 different things going on at the same time.
And willing.
Actually, it might be worth running back for all that shit
Onwards and downwards.
with Merrick.
I stand prepared.
And then we can just chill and actually start pushing this location.
Back.
This is where the Death Knight came from, Death Knight number 3. So hopefully we can get like a better position. Yeah, and like I said, this, it doesn't matter what's on the other side because we are going to just stay there. This is a very nice choke point in case something comes from here. So, I mean, it can be. Death Knight number 4, sure. Oh shit. Mistakes have been made. Big huge mistakes. Oh yeah. Poor Merrick. Might have just lost the game.
A flicker in the dark.
Yeah, because Merrick is not really known for his damage.
Your command.
I know this
Yeah, all those level 3 spitters. It was not a it wasn't really a good idea
Are under attack.
to push this position up top. Would have been better to push later, once you have more siege equipment, especially impalers. Actually, bellow towers.
from the ashes.
Okay, just chill over here. We can just chill over here. Okay. Not really good.
Your orders.
Okay, we'll need to start setting up. That's the thing. So here we are missing pikemen. So this is still definitely number 1. The only problem is we need to be sure that this is going to stay Death Knight number 1. Let's just build a few spearmen. I think overall our army is pretty good. It's just scattered all over the place, which is not the best. Yeah, this is gonna be completely destroyed. Might need to fall back until this far.
Our defenses are under attack.
Actually,
Research complete.
Master in the making.
whatever. We just need to save up resources for the next defense.
Ready to face the dark.
Okay, so Death Knight number 3 is going to come from somewhere over here. We can still push that because we have level 1s over there. Might as well just head over there with this army. That's gonna be number 3. A good amount of arbalists, not enough.
We kill first.
Good amount. And so we know for a fact that this is gonna be 2, right? That's number 2. That's number 1. Hopefully that's the only Death Knight is gonna be. And where is Death Knight? Okay, and I'm not gonna misread that shit. So this is gonna be Death Knight number 4. Bellow towers. And well, it's gonna be from somewhere. Well, that's tree line, so it's gonna be from down here. It's gonna be definitely number 3. Now, like I said, this position up top is
Get on with it.
might leave a few of these guys here to defend, and then that's it. The only problem is actually, holy shit, is that definitely number 4, which is like the main bad.
Here we go again.
This is actually like a pester wave craziness. Okay, so you guys. Oh my god. Not good.
Guide me.
You know what? You guys just stay there. Nice, I aggroed so many things.
I was born ready.
Okay, so you guys need to go around. And this is why having multiple training calls is actually nice. Only problem is we don't have any training. Okay, so this entire group can just go over there because we don't need them up top. At least that's not a priority. So this, I think let's just rebuild this and not really worry about this. This is going to be definitely number 1. I mean, technically, definitely number 1. I'm pretty sure we could just bellow tower this up. Like so, with a few archers, and then that's it. And these guys also took a different path. Beautiful. Wow. So this is going to be 3. I'm pretty sure 3 is going to come from down here, no?
Yes.
Hey, don't
Okay,
touch the spear.
did I actually block that off, or that's just simply the closest?
Sir,
1 minute. Okay. I think it just was the closest route. Dude. Oh, we have a few arbalists. Yep.
it will be done.
This might actually be overkill for death knight number 3, honestly. So I'm just going to divert a few of these guys. Not through the enemy.
Go again.
And this is, yeah, this is way too much.
What's the plan?
This is way too much stuff. We don't need this much stuff. Only big problem is here we don't have any form of defense. I might make this at an angle. Cannot believe we need to buy wood. It looks like we do need to.
Hey, send me to battle.
Ay, ay, ay.
Unseen, unheard.
Okay, by the way, anywhere else? Well, this is completely not filled up.
Trembles.
Maybe a bellow tower can help us out.
For honor and duty.
What do we kill first?
Yeah, I didn't build many training halls up here, unfortunately. That would have been a smart thing to do. Yeah, and this is once again the typical situation that we have less arbalists
I was
up top.
born ready.
And we have way too many pikemen actually over here.
Guide my weapon. Target.
Yeah, we just need to meet. We just need to have training halls next to these locations, so we don't have to run across the entire map. That's the problem.
Yes, Your Grace.
So we do have critical cover, yes, and we don't have any siege equipment, so technically the siege part doesn't really matter.
Touch the spear.
And here we have an army of Arbor. Let's check that out. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
What's the hold up?
Okay, and also this is actually this is also kind of a question for me. Death Knight number 1 was right next to Death Knight number whatever this is, so I guess we can afford 4 Arbalists be moved in there. One single bellow tower can actually do wonders.
Our defenses are under attack.
Yeah, that was bound to happen. So this is Actually, we can move the Impaler. Can we do anything with the Impaler? Or should we just go with full-on knockback? Won't be able to really clear with them. And now this is also a question for me, whether this is even going to hold, because I haven't focused that at all
Your command.
in terms of setting defenses for it. I mean, it's also not too far away, no? Yeah. But that I don't know why I don't have any training calls over here. It's such a big mistake. Because you can just build up everything if you have training halls next to these locations.
Eager and willing.
Yeah, but this is like, yeah, especially down here. Down here we don't even have the arbalist amount to hold them back. And also no like actual AoE. Kill 3 million nightmares.
A light in the darkness.
If we're actually going to be screwed by Death Knight number 3, then I'm going to be super sad. But it looks like it is going to be, because what's with Death Knight number 3? That's what I misread previously, and now this is what's actually going to cause us to lose the game. Unlucky. Yeah. Okay, well, like I said, I'm on vacation, and I want to make some more episodes, and I think definitely is... I just need to, you know, like, make an episode in a day.
Are under attack.
And not really divide it into so many different positions, or so many different cuts, and different days. Because this seems doable, except we probably need more walls in this position, and I mean a few impalers would help out a lot more as well. But yeah, right now I think the biggest mistake was not having training calls in all these positions. Because if we did, then we could have just oh shit.
In position.
Yeah. Could have just created a bunch of units
Guide.
right where we needed them. So that is awkward. Or we could try to pull the same shit again, just to hold them off in our base one more time, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Got something for me.
Now the horde is approaching from two different
What must
sides.
be done?
If you want something, get on with it.
Yeah, this would have been very doable over here.
Our defenses are under attack.
I was late with the impalers, that's for sure. The bell towers are huge. We need those, totally.
I am busy enough.
I'm not sure they're slowly coming through. Maybe another layer of wall. That would have been enough. Okay. GG. Let's see if we can do one run in a day today. Or maybe not today. I mean, it doesn't matter. You guys are going to get a few episodes this week, that's for sure. Just try to survive as much as we can with the two heroes. But the keep won't survive.
Under attack.
Yeah, and this is still... I think another layer of wall would have held that. That was actually Death Knight number... Oh, that was only 4. Shit. Okay, well then that's not too good. Yeah, we'll just see what we can do in a day. But yeah, it's still super fun. Less fun than the first part of this, for obvious reasons. But yeah, still super fun. I'm gonna get to recording a few more things. See you guys very soon.